Welcome to the Travel Business Unpacked, where passion meets possibility. Here's your host, Meredith Calloway.
Hello, and welcome to the Travel Business Unpacked podcast. I am your host, Meredith Calloway. And on today's episode, I am coming to you solo because I am going to focus on unpacking the seven-figure travel business summit. We've been fielding so many questions about this 3-day virtual event that we announced a few weeks ago. And I just thought it would be easier to jump online and go through this list of questions that we are answering based upon all of the feedback we've been getting from people curious about it, looking to attend, and just to help you get your questions answered and see if it's the right event for you. And if it is the right event for you, why you really should carve out the time to attend in person if you can't live, not in person, sorry, live if you can. And I have basically how I'm going to do this is I have tallied a list of questions here and I'm just going to go through my list of questions and answer them. And so hopefully this will really help you understand what it is and if it's a good event for you to make time for. So, first question is, what exactly is the Seven Figure Travel Business Summit? So it is a 3-day virtual event. It is not going to be in person, it's virtual. And it is designed specifically for travel advisors or travel enthusiasts who are ready to commit. No more dabbling. No more dabbling. This is for people who want to commit, be all in to building a legitimate, profitable business in the luxury travel space. It's not just another industry conference with endless supplier presentations. It is a comprehensive deep dive into the 3 pillars, also known as the Far from Average Action Plan, which happens to be chapter 6 of my soon to be published book, The 7-Figure Travel Entrepreneur. A comprehensive deep dive into these 3 pillars, the 3 aspects of the Far from Average Action Plan that every successful travel business needs to know. And that is how to monetize the business, how to market your business, and how to manage the operations of your business for sustainable growth. The dates are November 18th, 19th, and 20th. So over these 3 days, we will be recording live or streaming to you live from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And during those 7 hours on each of those 3 days, we'll cover everything from understanding what luxury really means, building a magnetic brand that is so important to being a luxury travel advisor, to leveraging AI in your marketing. Yes, we encourage even AI as a luxury travel advisor. There are lots of ways to take advantage of AI and yet still be authentic when marketing yourself as a luxury travel advisor and creating partnerships that elevate your business. So think of it as getting the roadmap that most advisors spend years trying to figure out on their own. And I know that because I spent years trying to figure out this roadmap on my own. And so it's going to expedite that process for you. If you're feeling blind right now, or if you're feeling, maybe you haven't really tried this business yet, you've just considered it and you're still in a corporate job, or maybe you're staying at home as a mom, you're just on a different career path or non-career path right now. Either way, It's going to help identify exactly what you need to be doing, how to do it, and um, how to get the support you need. So, the next question I have is, why did you decide to create the summit now? Ugh, so many reasons. Um, the first reason and foremost reason, it's the exact same reason why I wrote my book, is because I am on a mission to elevate the professionalism of the industry. I am absolutely on a mission, and I believe if I can help more and more people achieve the seven figures in sales status, that it only does good things for our industry. It elevates the profession, it elevates the perceived value of travel advisors, and everybody wins. And so that's reason number one why we're doing this now, is because I really want this, my book as well as the summit to achieve the same thing. Um, Second reason is, um, when we sunset Gift in 2021, the Global Institute for Travel Entrepreneurs, which is the membership-based organization institute that I started in 2011. The acronym for the Global Institute for Travel Entrepreneurs is GIFT with an E at the end. And for years, when I was running GIFT, we held an annual workshop that was in person called the Book More Travel Workshop. Well, it wasn't always in person. The last few years, we actually did it because of the pandemic. We did it virtually. But it was an incredible live 3-day workshop. Um, and we still have members in our GTN community that came to know us because of the Book More Travel Workshop. It was truly, I know this sounds so, overused, a term that's overused, but it really was a game changer event for so many people. And it was the starting point for a lot of people in a journey that now they are on. So here's an example of that. Listen to the podcast episode with Jen Campbell Bowles of Explore More Travel. She came to a Book More Travel workshop in, I think it might have been 2019. And she is now has a thriving 7-figure travel business. She has a team. She's doing it all. She's a top producer club member and has been since we started the top producers club. She's a mom, and she gets to enjoy that side of her life too. So it's, she's an example of what a game changer the Book More Travel workshop was. And we took a pause on doing an event that was open to outside of the network, just open to anybody and everyone interested in this, um, business or career path. Um, and it's time to come back. It's time for us to take the stage again and, put a microphone in front of us so that we can teach others what we're teaching already in Travel Business University. Um, and the last reason, which is kind of in combination with what I'm saying already, is the luxury travel market, the demand or luxury travel consumption is exploding right now. Um, there's some of these statistics are that the Skift research one, households earning $500,000 or more consider travel extremely important. That's 78% of them. consider travel extremely important. Or another statistic is that households um, with income of 150,000 or more represent 30% of travel spend. So a third of people spending money on travel have an income of $150,000 or more. And by the way, those with an income of $500,000 or more, 78% of them rank travel extremely important in their priorities. So the demand for travel is there. And the other thing that I think shows backs the evidence that luxury travel consumption is growing and it's only going to grow more is our partners. Our partners are putting all kinds of money into providing travel experiences for high net worth individuals. The future pipeline of luxury hotel rooms is outpacing economy hotel rooms by more than 5 to 1. The money that is being poured into new builds is new builds for luxury 5-star hotel rooms, not budget hotel rooms. There are more than 20 new luxury cruise ships under construction right now. That is a massive investment in the belief that high net worth and ultra high net worth travel is going to grow because there's not enough supply right now. So the industry is betting big time on these travelers, and there's never been a better time to position yourself as a travel advisor to these individuals because it's so funny when I speak to travel advisors who are not at GTN and I talk about this opportunity, the biggest, most common objection I get, and I get it often, is I don't know high net worth travelers or ultra high net worth travelers, so I don't feel comfortable transitioning into luxury. So what I want you to know is, look, if you have connections to high net worth and ultra high net worth people that you could easily sell luxury travel to, that is an advantage for sure, but it's not a deal breaker. It's definitely not a deal breaker. And um, that book of business can be built because what's more important is having a luxury brand that really magnetizes that kind of person, understanding what luxury is and what a luxury traveler is looking for in a professional travel advisor, and having the right relationships with not right, but deep vetted relationships with luxury partners who can facilitate or give you access to the elevated level of luxury service that they are looking for. So those are the 3 biggest reasons why we're doing it right now. Is number 1, I'm on a mission to elevate the profession, and I think giving people the game plan on how to build a 7-figure travel business is how we elevate the profession. Number 2, the Book More Travel workshop has been a game changer, and I know it's been missing. And I know there are people out there that are looking for a game changer in their life, like this event. And number 3, the opportunity in luxury travel right now is exploding, and there aren't nearly as many luxury travel advisors out there that are going to be able to support this demand. Third question, who is the summit really for? Specifically, the summit is for 2 distinct groups, and both will find tremendous value. So the first group is those who are not travel advisors yet, but you have a passion for travel, you're incredibly entrepreneurial, and it's always been at the back of your mind, or someone else in your life has told you, you really should be in this profession. You really should figure out how to make this your career, planning travel. So that could be someone who is in a corporate career right now and is really, really afraid to leave the security of a paycheck and maybe even the status, maybe even, the financial abundance that because you are very successful at what you do. Or it's someone who is maybe taken time away from the corporate world to raise children and is now ready to go back. Um, or maybe you have recently retired from a corporate career where you were very successful and would love to do this, but worry that it might be a little too late. It's never too late, ever. We have so many success stories of people, starting this in their 60s, in their, late 50s, 60s, even 70s. So that's the first group. The second group who it's for is you're already a travel advisor but you find yourself stuck. You're working incredibly hard, but you're not seeing the financial results that you deserve. And you probably are a victim of one, two, or all three of the most common blind spots I see that are keeping people stuck in the accidental hobbyist trap. So that's who this is for. Question number 4, do I need to be a GTN member to attend? No, absolutely not. You do not need to be a GTN member to attend. It is open to everyone. The 7-Figure Travel Business Summit is open to everyone. However, GTN advisors will receive complimentary tickets as part of their membership. And we've deliberately designed this as an industry-wide event. And if you're with another host agency, or if you're independent, or you haven't even started your own travel business yet, you are welcome here. So that's the answer to that. Number 5, the question is, I've been a travel advisor for a few years and have some success. Will I benefit from this summit? Yes, absolutely. The reason why is because I have been coaching travel advisors for the last 15 years. I have a very clear understanding of what the most common blind spots are, and I have a very clear understanding of how to solve for those blind spots, and that's exactly what we're going to cover and dive deep into over these 3 days. So you might only have one of the blind spots. You might have all 3 of the blind spots. And so the blind spots are, number 1, not understanding how to truly monetize the business, which means growing your revenues faster than your expenses, significantly faster. Because when I did this, when I started in the first 5 years, I could not figure out how to grow my revenues faster than my expenses. And I broke even every single year. And I never paid myself a salary. I broke even before I paid myself. All I could do is generate enough revenue to cover the operating expenses of my business, including travel, which is a very important operating expense. You need to experience what you're going to sell. So not understanding how to properly monetize the business or grow revenues faster than expenses, blind spot number 1. Blind spot number 2 is not understanding how to market the business. People think, you know what? Oh, my consortia offers really good marketing. So check, I've done marketing. That's not marketing. There is a big difference between branding and marketing. And we're going to dive deep into branding as a luxury travel expert. And then we are going to connect the dots between, once you have an amazing brand, how do you build a very effective client attraction machine? That's marketing. Number 3 blind spot is how to manage the operations of your business so that you don't end up like Lucy and Ethel in my favorite episode of Lucy and Ethel in the Chocolate Factory, stuffing the chocolates down their shirt in the hat. And you can be confident in consistently delivering on this elevated level of service that your clients are going to demand of you. So if you've been a travel advisor for a few years and have had some success, I'm pretty sure you will still benefit from the summit. And in fact, that's why we're giving a complimentary ticket to all of our GTN advisors, is because this will be a refresher for them. It never hurts to reinforce some of these fundamental philosophies. Next question is, what does virtual event actually mean? Great question. Virtual event means the entire summit takes place online via Zoom. You can attend from anywhere in the world from the comfort of your home or office. You don't need to travel. You don't need to book hotels. You don't need to take time away from your home, morning and night time. Um, but I think you're going to get a better experience if you are on camera. We do not require that you're on camera, but you know, I said at the beginning of this, if you are looking to be committed to this as a viable career, not just dabble in this. We don't want dabblers. And so if you're committed, then what we would ask, and I think you're going to get the most out of, if you commit to this, you carve out this time in your calendar. You quiet all the distractions while we are those 7 hours each day, and you really, really commit to these 3 days. And one of the best ways to commit to these 3 days is to show up. You can, have pajama bottoms on, but be camera ready. Engage. You're gonna get so much more out of this event if you commit to it and you really engage with all the people and all of the presenters, and you'll get so much out of the vibe that we're really good at creating great vibes. So, yes, it is, it takes place virtually via Zoom. We will not require you to be on camera, and if there's a reason why you can't be on camera, that is totally fine. Totally fine. I just encourage you to be on camera if you can, because you're going to get more out of it. Let's see. There'll also be interactive elements. There will be Q&A opportunities. And we're creating this partner lounge each 2 out of the 3 days where you're going to get to listen to a handful of our luxury partners and what having a deep vetted relationship with a luxury partner means to you as a luxury travel advisor. That part is my favorite part. I call it travel candy because you get to learn about the kind of experiences that you could sell to your clients. Next question is, what if I can't attend every session live? We understand life happens. We want you to join. We want you to join for as much of the sessions as you possibly can. And that is a reason why we offer the upgrade to access the live recordings. Sorry, not live recordings. Yeah, live recordings. So if you know that you won't be able to attend every session live, then we highly recommend you purchase the All Access Pass, where you will get access to the recordings following the event. Who will be speaking at the summit? Oh, we've assembled such an amazing lineup of speakers. Um, we literally just had a content meeting earlier this week where we went over an updated outline with the Travel Business University team led by Kristen Matthews, and her team. And look, that team GTN just very recently won a Magellan Award for our symposium event, which is where we charter a river cruise and we do a deep dive um, on a specific topic like luxury travel or selling groups, or this year it was on client attraction and scaling for growth. So they literally just won a Magellan Gold Award for that event because the content is so incredible. So that is who has curated the content for this event. So there will be members of the GTN team, leadership team, that will be speaking, but you will also be hearing from a handful of our successful advisors in the network. And not only that, you will also be hearing from a parade of partners, luxury partners, and like I said just a few minutes earlier, what working with a luxury partner can look like for you, and what that opens up for what you can do for your clients. Can you give me a preview of what topics will be covered? Absolutely. So I have structured the event to do a deep dive into that chapter 6 of my soon to be published book. It's going to be published in November, The 7-Figure Travel Entrepreneur, the complete blueprint to building a rewarding business and remarkable life selling travel. Chapter 6 is called, the title of it is Adopt the Far From Average Action Plan, which is the 3 things I just talked about not too long ago, the 3 blind spots, or to solving for the 3 blind spots. And that is monetize it, market it, and manage it. So day 1 is a deep dive into monetizing the travel business. And quite frankly, I'll give you the outcome of that. The most viable way and most logical way we see to monetize being a travel advisor is to sell luxury, because your transaction sizes go up by so much. I mean, our average transaction size is often 5, 6, 7 times the average transaction size if you're not selling luxury. And that alone changes everything. But if you want to sell luxury, you've got to know how to market your brand. You got to know how to develop a luxury brand, and you got to know how to build a client attraction machine, which is what we're going to focus on day 2. And then day 3 is going to be all about managing the operations of it, which means um, developing systems, processes, procedures, as well as understanding how to delegate and hire. So those are a little bit of what topics we're going to be talking about. And then don't forget, we're going to also layer in mindset conversations, Q&A sessions, and those partner lounges where you will truly understand the importance of having access to these luxury partners. What exactly is a partner lounge and why should I care about it? Um, these are dedicated time blocks. We've scheduled them each day. We have 2 1-hour time block each day where you're going to connect directly with luxury travel partners. So each 1-hour time block will be divided into 4 15-minute slots. So each partner gets a 15-minute slot, and you get to hear from them. Think of it like an exhibit hall at a traditional conference, but better because it's more intimate and focused. And you'll have the opportunity to learn about different luxury suppliers, ask questions, discover new opportunities, experience to offer your clients, and start building those crucial relationships that elevate your business. And the reason why it matters is because one of the biggest differentiators between advisors who succeed in luxury and those who don't is the depth and quality of their supplier relationships. Um, so, question 11. I'm interested but hesitant to invest. How do I know this will actually help my business? I completely understand that hesitation, and honestly, I respect it. You absolutely should be discerning when you're going to invest your time and money So let me share some context. Um, the framework we're teaching isn't theoretical. It is what it is. It comes from coaching, and it's not just me coaching, it's our entire leadership team coaching travel advisors for the past 15 years. Um, and guess what? We have a travel MBA program that is incredibly successful. It's a $10,000 investment, and it's a year-long program for those that are new to the industry. And that program has been so successful that over a third of our 200 plus $1 million in sales has been generated by our travel MBA alums. So that is an incredible statistic, I think, that we have brought millions and millions and millions of dollars of new travel sales. We have created it organically because we're teaching people how to start and grow a legitimate travel business. And they're not just selling a little bit of travel. They're selling 7 figures in travel. Um, so I, you know, all I can say is it is absolutely way more. It is worth way more. What you're going to get out of this is way more than what you will invest in it. So, last question, my favorite question, because hopefully this has convinced you or identified whether or not this is the right event for you, is how do I register and what happens after I sign up? So, registration is simple. I believe that there is a link to the registration page in the description of this podcast. Um, or I'll just tell you specifically, just go to giftedtravelnetwork.com/events with an S /summit. giftedtravelnetwork.com/events/summit. That'll take you straight there. Otherwise, you can find the link in the show notes here. Um, and that is how you register for the. Once you register, you'll get a confirmation email with all the details. And a few, just before the actual summit, we will be sending you some um, prep work or some tips and thoughts on how to best prepare for the summit itself, mostly encouraging you to truly carve out the 7 hours each day and hold yourself in so you can really engage and be present and all in to the sessions. And if you're a GTN advisor, we will be sharing details on how to access your complimentary ticket. So don't worry about that. Um, I do genuinely hope you join us. It's your opportunity to gain clarity, get the proven strategies, and connect with a community of like-minded professionals who are all working towards the same goal. I think that is one of the things that people have missed so much since we have not been doing the Book More Travel workshop. So it's our opportunity to bring that community back to you again. So I hope this has answered your questions about the 7-Figure Travel Business Summit and given you a clear picture of what to expect. If you have any additional questions that I didn't cover today, feel free to reach out to our team at info@giftedtravelnetwork.com. We're here to help. Like I said, the luxury travel market is booming. There's never been a better time to claim your space in it. And whether you're just starting out or you've been in the industry for years, this summit will give you the framework, the strategies, and the confidence to build the business you've always dreamed of. So I can't wait to see you November 18th, 19th, and 20th. Please register at giftedtravelnetwork.com/events/summit. Let's build your far from average future together. So thank you, everybody. That's it for today's episode. It was a little bit shorter, a little bit sweeter. And I look forward to seeing you on future episodes and hopefully getting to meet you, at least on camera, at the Seven Figure Travel Business Summit.